All right, it's Friday, April 4th, and just getting back on the trail. It's about 7 o'clock this morning, and this is the Timberline Lodge, and it's kind of weird seeing the people getting ready to go skiing while I'm going hiking. So just got a little trot up there to get back to the trail, and I'll be back at it. Yeah, and it's raining also. I don't think it's supposed to last long, but I stayed inside down there for an extra 15 minutes just waiting for the rain to stop. So we'll see what happens here. Ski lifts are running. All right, coming down from Mount Hood. See a little glacier-fed stream down there. And beautiful views all around, and the rain did stop, so kind of nice. There's Mount Jefferson way in the distance over there still. Cool. So yeah, I ended up staying last night down at government camp, and had a good night's stay down there. Had a little mix up with my resupply package. It didn't show up here. Thank you, post office. But anyway, it worked out fine. I ended up taking the bus to a grocery store, got what I needed to get me to Cascade Locks, and off I go. Cascade Locks is about 50 miles. So I should be there in either 2 days or 2.5 days. We'll see how the train is. Back later. All right, there's Mount St. Helens in front of us there. And then over here, I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Might be Mount Rainier. Ramona Falls. Well, wish me luck. All right, ramping up today. There's 24 miles in. So I got about halfway to Cascade Lock. So about 25 to get there. So we'll see. If I feel good, maybe I'll make it tomorrow. But today was kind of tough, really. There was a lot of steep up and down climbing. And it was full day to get the 24 in. But we're here, and looks like I'm going to be by myself, but you never know. Somebody else may roll in. There's a couple more sites here. So anyway, that's it. Back in the morning. All right, good morning. It's Saturday, August 5th. So, yeah, the weather's really turned here. It turned cloudy last night. I heard thunder in the middle of the night, so I got up and closed my tent up, and it did sprinkle just a few drops of rain, but that was it. But it's very overcast today, and I'm not sure if it's going to rain or not, but I have my rain gear handy just in case. I've got 25 miles to Cascade Locks, and Bridge of the Gods as the border of Oregon and Washington. So if things go good today and the trail's not too bad, I will probably make it into Cascade Locks today, which I'll have to do some resupplying there and get ready to go out into Washington tomorrow. So anyway, see what happens here. I'll be back later. A couple hours in, and it's just a cool, cloudy day today, but not bad for a change, as long as it doesn't rain. You know it's sketchy trail when they give you a cable to hang on to. I went off the PCT a little bit because I wanted to see this. It's called Tunnel Falls. And I'm not to Tunnel Falls yet. I'm just to like a fall before that. So we'll hopefully be at Tunnel Falls in a little bit here. Not a good place to trip. So the trail goes behind those falls right there. All right, wrapping up the day. I made it to Cascade Locks, 25 miles. And when I walk across that bridge tomorrow, done with Oregon and into Washington. Here we go, Bridge of the Gods. Oregon-Washington border. Yes, Sunday, August 6th, about 7 a.m. and I made it to Washington. So, well, it's really hard to make good time when you spend all your time eating. So, been great berries the last couple of days. Switched from those boysenberries to primarily these blackberries and raspberries, and some of the blackberries are huge, almost look like store-bought ones. So pretty crazy, but yeah, so the plan here is about yeah, see, look at them, just, you know, the next few days are gonna be awesome berry eating. So 80 miles to a place called Trout Lake. It's not right on trail, it's off trail, but a group of trail angels provide rides into town like 3 times a day. So actually getting some light rain right now, just barely sprinkling, so hopefully it doesn't get any worse than this, but we'll see. So yeah, that's my next stop, 80 miles, so 4 days, 3.5 maybe if I'm lucky. We'll see how the trail is. I know I've got way more climbing coming up than what I'm used to, so just have to see how that goes. Back later. Well, that's about how you'd expect Washington State to look when you think about it, isn't it? All right, after my first significant climb in Washington, I didn't exactly get rewarded with any views. Well, it's about 4 o'clock. Got about 18 miles in. So I'm looking to get a few more still, but the sun is finally popping out. I mean, it's been just a cloudy, like almost drizzly kind of day. A little bit of rain here and on, off and on, but not enough to amount to anything. So anyway, going good. Other than that, just looking to get some water here in about another mile, and then probably get another 4 or 5 out. Got to look at my camping options here when I stop to get water. So anyway, back later. All right, wrapping up my first day in Washington. So gonna end up with 25 miles, a little bit over, about a half mile to go to camp. And it's been a long day. I mean, the trail so far has definitely been more challenging, at least from the up and down standpoint. The climbs were a lot steeper and the downhills were a lot steeper than what I'm used to in Oregon. So we'll see if this is a trend that continues, and I have a feeling it will be. So anyway, back later or back in the morning unless something crazy happens here. All right, good morning. It's Monday, August 7th. So great night's sleep last night at this, it's like an abandoned road that crossed the trail, but it had trees down and stuff, so there wasn't gonna be any cars. So it's kind of like a little makeshift campsite there, and had a good night's sleep and up and at it on the trail at 6:30 this morning. Been hiking for a little bit, and not really sure what the plan is, but looks like there's decent camping at 22 and 25 today. So I should have some options as I get later in the day. It's a little bit cloudy again, kind of like yesterday, but I do see the sun peeking through up there, so hopefully not too bad today. It's definitely been more humid here than what I've felt in a while. So after the climbs yesterday, everything was just soaking wet. So anyway, we'll see how today is. Back later. All right, it's about 3:30 and I've got right at 20 in for the day right now. So I'm looking to grab few more miles and do 25 today. Hasn't been much to record today, but I did get that picture of Mount Rainier up on top there. So hopefully we'll get some better views of that, but just been mostly in the woods today. Had one really big climb over 3,600 feet up, but it was all pretty much in the woods. A couple little views at the top, and it's been still a little bit cloudy today, so we'll see. I think it's supposed to clear up after today, but anyway, back later. All right, wrapping up today. So relatively uneventful, but gonna get 25 in, so which leaves us 30 miles to Trout Lake. So if I can get another 25 in tomorrow, might be able to do a quick 5 in the morning and catch the 8 o'clock ride into Trout Lake. If not, the next ride's noon. So that's kind of what I'm planning, but I haven't looked at the map yet to see what tomorrow's all about. So anyway, back in the morning. Well, good morning. It's Tuesday, August 8th. So beautiful day. Got started hiking about 6:30, about 7:30 now, but been really nice. Had a little bit of a climb in the beginning, and today looks like it's not going to be that too bad from the elevation up and down. Got 31 miles to my pickup for Trout Lake to get in there and get some resupplies. So I'm thinking 25 and then 6 miles in the morning by 8 a.m. So I'd have to get, I can't be late. I'd have to be hiking definitely by 6 or a little before to be safe. So we'll see how that goes today, and be back with something interesting later here. Well, we're getting some views today. I guess the clouds are finally working themselves away. And I believe I'm looking back at Mount Hood here. So we'll see if we get some views north today. Pretty cool. Yeah, just looking for my lunch spot now. Got like 16 miles in before lunch, which is pretty crazy. So, trail's been nice. And look at that. Mount Rainier just keeps teasing us, but just not giving us a really good view. All right, good morning. It's Wednesday, August 9th. Sorry, no wrap up last night, but things got a little crazy. Ended up doing the whole 31 miles into the road that leads into Trout Lake, figuring I would just stop there and be ready first thing in the morning to get a ride in. Well, I just got super lucky. There was a guy dropping hikers off the minute I got to the road. So I got a ride right back into town, resupplied quickly, and got a ride right back to trail and camped real near the road there. So Anyway, so that's how it worked out yesterday, which really couldn't have been better. I almost feel like I gained like a half a day there by pulling that off. I did, I think. So anyway, 65 miles to my next resupply point, which is a little store called the Cracker Barrel. Anyway, actually had some light rain this morning, but if I understand it correctly, we're going to start getting some pretty good views today and tomorrow. So we'll see what it brings here. Be back later. All right, about 6 miles in for the day and getting some pretty good views because of this burn area. I've been calling this Mount Rainier for 3 days probably. It's actually Mount Adams. So I'll try and figure out where Mount Rainier is when I get some better views here. But anyway, back later. Pretty good spot for a break. Beautiful day for a walk in the woods. I guess you could just never escape the lava rock when you're walking through volcanoes. All right, it's about 4 o'clock. I got about 22 miles in for the day. I'm looking to do just like 2.5 more. And it's just cold and light rain right now. So I don't know. Might be one of those nights where I'm just in the tent and nothing I can do about it. We'll see. But that's what it's kind of looking like here because the rain seems to be getting a little worse here. So anyway, probably back in the morning unless something exciting happens here. So talk to you later.